Can you believe it? For the first time in what feels like forever, the final week of the season arrives in Dallas with no playoff scenarios to calculate, no win-and-you-were-in drama, just pride, evaluation, and the weight of expectations that always come with wearing the star. This is a reality right now for the Dallas Cowboys, a franchise that has never been comfortable fading quietly into the offseason. Let's set the scene. A 34-26 loss to the Minnesota Vikings effectively pulled the plug on postseason hopes. And if there was any doubt left, it vanished the following week when the Cowboys fell home to the Los Angeles Chargers. AT&T Stadium, Jerry World, was loud, emotional, and restless. Cowboys Nation felt it. The players felt it. And now, with just one game remaining in the 2025 season, this team is playing for draft position, evaluation, and something that still matters deeply in Dallas: identity. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. When a season slips away like this, the focus shifts fast. From scoreboard watching to contract watching, from playoff brackets to cap space. And that brings us to one of the most important questions facing this organization as it looks toward 2026. Which players absolutely must be brought back before free agency even begins? Let's break it down, because the answers tell us a lot about the direction of this team. Start on defense, where grit has been the buzzword for years, but consistency has been harder to find. Enter Jadeveon Clowney. His arrival in Dallas didn't come with fireworks. No training camp hype, no preseason buzz. He joined after the season had already started and didn't make his Cowboys debut until Week 4 against Green Bay. But sometimes the quietest moves make the loudest impact. Nobody expected Clowney to replace the production of Micah Parsons, an all-pro talent and perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate. That's not realistic. But what Clowney did bring was toughness, effort, and professionalism, traits this defense has been craving. With one game left, he's tied for the team lead in sacks at 5.5, and here's the kicker. He did it in fewer games than anyone else near the top of that list. Watch the tape, and you'll see it. Clowney setting the edge, collapsing pockets, chasing plays down from the backside. That's not just production, that's tone-setting football. As one fictional defensive assistant might say, he doesn't just rush the passer, he changes how offenses have to think. And for a Cowboys defense trying to rediscover its bite, that matters. Now let's flip to the other side of the ball, because if there's one thing that kept fans watching through the ups and downs of this season, it was explosive offense. And no move reshaped that unit more than the emergence of George Pickens. You might have expected his name to dominate headlines from day one, but sometimes the best stories sneak up on you. Pickens didn't just complement the offense, he transformed it. Lining up opposite CeeDee Lamb, he gave Dallas something it's been missing: a true WR1 caliber threat on both sides of the formation. The numbers jump off the screen. Pickens leads the Cowboys in receiving yards with 1,492 on 92 receptions, ranking among the NFL's elite. Add 9 touchdowns and a highlight reel full of contested catches and deep strikes, and suddenly defensive coordinators have a real problem. Double Lamb, and Pickens burns you. Shade coverage toward Pickens, and Lamb eats underneath. That balance changes everything for quarterback Dak Prescott. And let's pause for a second, because for casual fans, this is important. A quarterback is a player who throws the football and directs the offense. When he has multiple elite targets, the entire playbook opens up. That's exactly what Pickens has done. Re-signing him isn't just smart, it's foundational. Now, let's talk about a position that sparks debate every single offseason: running back. In today's NFL, you hear it all the time. Running backs are replaceable. Scheme matters more than the player. Don't overpay. Fair points. But here's the counter-argument, and his name is Javonte Williams. Williams has quietly put together a career year in Dallas, starting all 16 games behind Dak Prescott. He's rushed for 1,205 yards and an impressive 4.8 yards per carry, with one game still left against a struggling New York Giants run defense. That's not just volume, that's efficiency. More than that, Williams fits this offense. He understands the blocking schemes, picks up blitzes, and finishes runs with authority. A fictional offensive coordinator might put simply, why gamble on the unknown when you already know what works? In a league where continuity matters more than ever, keeping productive, reliable back like Williams makes sense. Zoom out for a moment, and this conversation becomes bigger than 3 players. It's about direction. The Cowboys aren't just chasing talent. They're chasing identity. This is a franchise built on legends. Tom Landry's fedora, Roger Staubach's calm under pressure, Emmitt Smith's relentless power, Troy Aikman's precision, Michael Irvin's swagger. This is America's team, a nickname born from dominance, visibility, and cultural impact. Today's Cowboys are still searching for that defining edge. Re-signing George Pickens and Javonte Williams give the offense stability and firepower. Keeping Jadeveon Clowney gives the defense a veteran tone setter who knows how to fight through adversity. Together, they form a bridge from disappointment to hope. And make no mistake, hope matters in Dallas. With fierce NFC East rivals like the Eagles, Giants, and Commanders always lurking, every offseason decision echoes loudly. The draft will help. Free agency will shape the roster. But these re-signings, they're the first statement. So here's the big question for Cowboys Nation. Is this the core you want to build around heading into 2026? Do these moves put Dallas back on the path toward relevance and maybe even contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who would you prioritize? Who would you let walk? And if you believe, like so many fans still do, that the next chapter of Cowboys football can be special, make sure you stay locked in. One game left this season, a massive offseason ahead, and as always in Dallas, the spotlight never turns off. White Medium Star.